Hi guys, what is going on, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So as you can see, I'm currently out in the car. I've just been jobbing around all morning actually buying birthday gifts. Today was like my only opportunity to get out while Alex is away and pick up his birthday gifts ahead of his birthday, which is in like 3 weeks time. A lot of the bits I just had to like order online and pick up in store, but even when I was out and about I was like really wishing that I could have just brought you along with me, but obviously can't show those presents yet. My toxic trait when I buy presents for people is that I expect them to open it like straight away. Even if someone buys me a present, I hate the idea of a surprise and I hate the idea of knowing that it's there and I have to wait. Whereas Alex is like the exact opposite. He's actually the type of person that would wait until the morning of his birthday to open his present, and I'm like, who even does that anymore? Who has that sort of patience? But so far today, that's all I've gotten up to. My plan for today's video is to do a little bit of a fitness vlog and then also show you the new Alphalete launch. So I'm actually wearing one of the pieces right now. This is one of the Elements jumpers, and I did train in the new pieces over the weekend just to test that they're squat proof and sweat proof and just try on the different colours. So later in today's video I'm also going to review those products for you. So I am currently procrastinating my food shop in the car. I'm going to head to Aldi now, and then I also have to go to Super Value. A whole topic for another day. I normally do my full food shop in Aldi, but now I'm actually lactose intolerant, like just going to throw it out there. Went to Bali, didn't eat lactose for like 3 or 4 weeks, and since I came back I can't tolerate it at all. So now I have to split up my food shop between my normal products in Aldi and then like lactose free versions of things in Super Value. So that's why I'm procrastinating my food shop. There's so many meals now that I would have loved, like cheesy pastas and stuff, that I just can't eat anymore. But I'm trying new foods and new alternatives, and that's why I'm breaking up my food shop, because Aldi is great for like meats and like basics, and it's also super cheap, which is great. But then Super Value has like a larger range of products that would have lactose free options and just like a larger selection. So instead of cutting foods out that have lactose in them, I'm trying to just replace them with other things so that I'm not too restricted. Okay, that is half the food shop for now. Anyway, it's a start. So I didn't do a huge Aldi run, but I will show you what I got in a minute. But first things first, there's a little patient in the apartment that I think you need to see. So guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that last week we had an awful time with Pabs because he was attacked on his walk, and it was honestly, it was so upsetting. It all happened so fast. Another dog was off the lead. Like, Pablo has never really had an experience with a dog that's cross, because all my family pets, they're all like really well behaved and well trained and really friendly. I would say the other dog was definitely like double the size of Pablo at least, and it was honestly traumatizing, guys. His little face and his scream, and like me and Alex were trying to get Pablo away and the other owner was trying to get his dog off, and oh, it was awful. But as you can see, he's still in flying form. He's definitely been like a little bit shook since it happened, and very, very clingy. Not that he's like not clingy already, he's the clingiest dog ever, but he's been a little bit shook. It's definitely not as bad anymore, the wound, but that's it, basically fully healed. Like if you saw that last week, guys, it was huge. It looked like a bullet hole, honestly. But that's how he's looking now, and it's healing really well. And he was a really good boy for the vet. So we had antibiotics for him, and we got like a little gel cream that we put on it. And he's also like had to wear like jackets and cones and stuff just to make sure that he doesn't lick it. It was really, really upsetting to watch. Honestly, I was traumatized. I'm like, what am I going to be like when I have a child? If it's like this with a dog? I was so upset for days over it. You want to tell our YouTube fam that you're feeling better, Pabs? Then you're not as anxious anymore. Anyway guys, I'm going to show you a couple of the bits that I got in Aldi now. I didn't do a massive food shop by any means. I mainly just got bits for my dinner tonight and just bits and pieces that keep me going throughout the week. I'm waiting to the bigger food shop later on in the week because I still have bits in the fridge that I want to get rid of first. So for dinner tonight I'm going to be making fajitas. So I picked up some bits and pieces that I need for the fajitas. So I have some peppers, tortilla wraps. They didn't have any packets of my usual lettuce. Aldi actually didn't have a lot of the usual stuff that they'd have, like normal day-to-day stuff. Like bags of lettuce were limited. There was no ketchup, which is unusual. There was no bolognese sauce, which is also unusual. I'm like, is there an apocalypse coming? Like, should we get prepared? I don't know. But anyway, we're going to settle for the Irish little gem lettuce for the fajitas tonight. I also got some onions. I got some peanut butter, which obviously won't be used in the fajitas. Honestly, my peanut butter addiction isn't going anywhere, and my favorite one is the Aldi one. I used to love the Panda branded peanut butter, but now I just find it way too salty, and it's like double the price of this one. This is the one that I get in Aldi. So the brand is Grandessa Smooth Peanut Butter. It's amazing, and it's the cheapest one you can find. Alex has like a severe peanut allergy, and I'm severely addicted to peanut butter, so yeah, we're trying to work around it. So far so good, to be fair. I only have peanut butter on my corn cakes in the morning, and for that like 10-15 minutes we just sit separately. Have a little packet of chicken, and then of course I got my lactose free milk. Honestly, I don't taste much of a difference at all between lactose free milk and the regular milk that I used to drink, and the macros in this are really good too. So normally when people are lactose free, they'll go for like an almond milk or like some sort of nut based or soy based milk. I personally hate the taste of all those milks. So I'm delighted we have a lactose free option, because it's like the closest tasting one to regular milk without obviously having the lactose, which we can't have. I mean, like per 100 ml, it's only 41 calories, 1.2 fat, 4.8 carb, and 2.9 protein. That's very good. And it also tastes really good in like smoothies and things like that. And in here we have basically the rest of the stuff for the fajitas. I have the fajita mix. I normally mix this with like a little bit of oil, and you don't need much of it at all to get a really nice flavour from it. Obviously I have some chicken fillets, and the rest of this food shop was mainly like veggies. So I have kiwis, bananas, raspberries, also got some blueberries, and I topped up on my bagels as well. So as you can see guys, it's not an enormous food shop. Okay, moving on anyway guys, I'm just back from a walk. I had a little bit of work, went for a walk and just made a smoothie. So I don't know why I didn't record this for YouTube as well. I'm literally vlogging and forgot to record it, but I recorded this little smoothie recipe for my Instagram. But as you can see, a lot of the ingredients are still out. It's actually a really simple recipe. I have it in my little Dachshund jar. Danielle got me this little jar for my birthday last year, and I'm absolutely obsessed. But basically what I put in my smoothie is the iso whey protein, iso whey always, because it has little to no lactose. I also put in the collagen peptides. With the collagen peptides and the True Beauty, I normally like supplement them just wherever I can throughout the day. With a protein smoothie or a normal protein shake, that's probably the best time to supplement these, because you're not going to taste the difference. And I also had banana, vanilla extract, kiwi, and some lactose free milk in this one. I honestly wish I had footage of me when I first put on the blender. So I watched the Jeffrey Dahmer, I think that's how you pronounce his name, that series on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, please don't do it to yourself. I do watch true crime docs like quite often, and I find them really interesting, but for some reason guys, this one, it got me. Like putting on the blender, the sound of like the blender and drilling, or even like Alex put on the Hoover last week and it sounded like drilling, and I swear it sends like shivers down my spine. And I know it's from watching that series. I don't understand how some people watched it and like weren't affected. I just thought it was the most traumatizing thing ever. This is not an ad to watch that series. It's actually a warning to just not watch it if you're a little bit of a scaredy cat like me. Anyway guys, moving on, I thought I would sit down and bring you through some of the products that are launching on October 15th for Alphalete. So I have my usual little pile here. Can we actually speak about how nice this colour palette is though? I feel like this is one of those launches that has a colour for everyone. Honestly, I feel like younger Caroline always went for the brighter colours, and I still do. Don't get me wrong, you'll still see from my Instagram feed and from my YouTube that I do love wearing bright gym gear. But I don't know if it's just me going into my mid-20s that now the darker colours do appeal to me as well, and like I don't find them boring anymore. I just find them a lot more wearable and a lot more practical. So I'm glad that this launch has like some deeper colours, it has some bright colours, and it also has like darker earthy tones that you could wear in the gym or outside the gym, and like dress up or dress down outside the gym as well. First things first, let's speak about the new Stratus Amplified Bra. This bra definitely runs small. I'm going to put it out there. It is quite compressive, and I am never a size small on my upper body. Sometimes I'd size up to a size small in shorts, but for my upper body I'm always like a true extra small, and I found this definitely quite tight. I'm not sure if it shows it in the clips, but it wasn't as comfortable as a size small for sure. I do love the design on this bra, and you can see that it really does match the Amplify vibes because it has the scrunch. Obviously the scrunch in the bra will match the scrunch in the back of the leggings, and it just makes the set look a lot more complete. If you're between sizes, or if you're someone that just doesn't like a really compressive sports bra, then I would absolutely be sizing up in these bras. I'm pretty sure it is the exact same material as the leggings, but it must just be the shape of these bras that's just a lot stiffer. There's not as much give when you go to stretch them. I do love the shape of this sports bra, and even though it is like a V-neck and it has a little bit of cleavage, it actually is really supportive. When I sized up in this sports bra, I could definitely wear it like all day under a t-shirt, whereas the extra small, I couldn't wait to take it off, if I'm honest. It was just way too tight. So definitely do keep that in mind when you're shopping, or if you're shopping for this launch. I did not find the leggings or the shorts see-through in any of these colours. Bearing in mind though, if you are someone that is in between sizes, let's say you're between an extra small and a size small, with the Amplify, especially the Amplify from this launch, I would be sizing up if you're in between, because if you're in between sizes and size down, because I did find these ones a little bit tighter, they are more likely to go sheer. So just keep that in mind with Amplify. If you're in doubt, just size up, because they're so stretchy, and I'd rather have like a little bit more room than not enough room and then have them be see-through. With the ombre Amplify launch, I remember the yellow ones just being too see-through for me to wear out, and I think it was a pale blue pair as well. It just didn't seem like the usual Amplify material. It was definitely see-through at the bottom of a squat. But I didn't have any issues with this launch, to be fair. I tried every single pair in my usual extra small size and I had no problems with them. Tableau is going crazy behind you guys. If you hear this frog going off, it's because he's squeezing it and running after it. So I didn't get a size small in any of the Amplify leggings for this launch, because I just know I never really size up to a size small. Anytime I do size up in the Amplify leggings, they're always just too long and they bunch on me, and I find the waistband is way too long on them as well in a size small. So I just felt like it would be a waste for me to even show you that again in this video today, to be honest. I prefer to just show you what my actual size looks like on me, just for reference. Next up we have the Amplify shorts. So I get a size small across the board in the Amplify shorts. I don't think I've ever felt comfortable in an extra small pair of Amplifies, even with the longer seams. These are the 4.5 inch inseam. I would say these are like the perfect length workout shorts. If you're not looking for a pair of biker shorts and want a pair of shorts that don't roll up, these are the perfect length. With the extra small, I often do find that they just dig into my thighs in the places that I don't want them to dig into, and I just don't really like that look. I've tried on size extra small Amplify shorts in the past, and although the waist does fit perfectly, they're always just a little bit too tight around the legs for my like personal comfort. They probably fit technically, but like for comfort, I prefer sizing up to the small. So if you're a girl with like slightly bigger quads or slightly bigger hips, and you don't like when shorts like cut you off, then I think you'd have no problem sizing up in the Amplify short. One thing that I really regret not getting from this launch are the exclusive tees. I'm not sure if that's focused or not, but these are the exclusive tees from this launch. I'm pretty sure they only launched these t-shirt designs once, and they're honestly the best oversized tees ever. I love tucking these into a pair of Amplify leggings or a pair of Amplify shorts, and people call them like pump covers, because when you take them off, then you have like your cute gym set underneath, and I just love it. So these shirts are 100% 6.5 ounce cotton. It's like the typical t-shirt you'd steal off your boyfriend. So if you are a girl that likes a good, comfortable, oversized tee, and if you like the exclusive feel that, you know, like no one else would be able to buy that design again, then these are definitely a good choice. So in this clip you'll see me wearing the Elements tracksuit in fog blue colour. So Alphalete have done the Elements collection before, and I actually really do like this collection. I feel like there's a very futuristic feel to this design, and I'm actually really enjoying it. And they did listen to our feedback from the previous Elements launch. So one thing I definitely loved about that jumper is that they cropped it a little bit more. It's oversized, but it's also cropped and shows a little bit of stomach while still being really comfortable. And another thing they did with the crop jumper is they increased the cuff opening. So in the previous Elements collection, even with the joggers, like getting your foot and your calf through the like cuff at the end of the joggers was an absolute chore. Like it was really, really tight. So they increased the cuff opening in the joggers as well. So the two colors that I picked up in the Elements collection were the fog blue color, and I also had the oyster gray color on earlier in the video. Guys, I'm just after realizing there was an Irish green colour and I didn't even get it. I didn't even see it. I didn't realise it was called Irish green. Now I really regret not getting it. But those were the two colours that I picked up for the sake of today's haul. You can definitely feel the improvements compared to the previous launch. And guys, these are tracksuits that are going to last. Like, these are really, really good quality that I can tell from the way I've washed them from previous launches. They don't just shrink or go shabby or lose colour after a few washes. They do definitely last. Another thing I loved about these jackets is that they have like a little secret pocket. It's really snug and tucked in here. And I also tried on the fog blue Elements shorts. So one thing I do love about these shorts, when they're off, they look like they wouldn't give you any shape. They look like just a pair of lounge shorts that you wear at home. These are actually really flattering on, which was quite surprising. They're high-waisted and they're very minimalistic with the branding, which I really like. They have the really thin, discreet pocket zips as well on these ones, which look really neat. They have like a 3D logo tag at the back, which looks great. There's also a lot of really nice men's clothing in this launch too. It's like the perfect autumn winter palette for this time of the year. So if you're shopping for yourself or shopping for your boyfriend or vice versa, I do think this is a launch that shouldn't be missed. If you are shopping, you can get a discount with my code. I'll leave it on the screen for you now. With the leggings, if you bought Amplify Leggings a few times, you probably noticed that from launch to launch, the reason I like to do a little review every now and again is because they're not the exact same each time. There's always going to be different manufacturers or different like color palettes, different dyes used on the fabrics, and that means that the fit might not always be the exact same as previous launch. So for this one, I would say that they run a little bit smaller or a little bit tighter than usual. The colors in this launch do feel a little bit tighter than previous launches, but I wouldn't say it's enough for you to need to size up. It's just something to note that if you are in between sizes or you found the last launch a little bit too tight, then potentially you could size up in the Amplify Leggings for this launch too. I personally do prefer a little bit of a tighter feel to the Amplify Leggings because I feel like they just snatch you a little bit better when they are more compressive around the waist and just hold you in a little bit better as well around the legs and glutes when they're a small bit tighter. But just keep that in mind, they ran a little bit smaller than usual. But anyway guys, I hope that was helpful. As always, if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section and I'll make sure to be active there later. It is almost 6 p.m. and I'm going to be going to the gym late tonight because today's work schedule in between clips has just been absolutely manic. Before that, I am going to make some fajitas for dinner tonight, so I'm going to cook those now for you. So those are the creamy chicken fajitas that I'm going to have for dinner tonight. I did kind of mess up the tortilla on the outside. I feel like I should have pan fried it instead of air frying it. I usually do use the smaller wraps and they're easier to kind of deal with, but either way, they tasted great. And on that note guys, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I hope you liked it. I am actually just about to head to the gym now, but I don't have anyone to record me this evening. But I do promise in my next video that I'll have a full workout included as well. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.